Segment is being sponsored by Capital Sportsman.
All right, welcome back, everyone. This week's Pitches of the Week is being brought to you by Flowers Deer Processing. My Lord, they're doing a number out there. There's lots of people bringing them in. The cold weather might be working pretty good, but it's keeping the hardcores busy. Yeah. All right, our first picture here. This is, let me see. This is Joey Yates. Joey Yates sent this in to me. He said, Hugh, this is my first 8-point buck, my first deer ever. So, Joey, congratulations. That's the way you start them off right there. Get you a nice 8-pointer, and then it's nothing but 10, 11 pointers after that, Joey. So, good job there. Our next picture here, this is of William Gold, and he killed his first deer 2 weeks ago. William is 10 years old and was out with his papa in Hickman County, Tennessee, and as you can see, he is grinning from ear to ear. Great job. That's what we want the youth of Tennessee to look like right there. Our next picture here, this is this was sent in by Flowers. This is I'm trying to remember. I'll have to tell you later. It's of a little girl. Her dad gave this to us through Flowers Deer Processing, gave this to us to show on the show. But look at what a smile on that little girl's face. That deer is 3 times bigger than she is. She's just tickled as all get out, and as well as she should be. That's a great job there by anybody's standards. So congratulations on that one. And then we have Ryan Ellis. Ryan Ellis is a friend of Marty Rule over here, and Ryan Ellis got a really nice buck right here, not far from your home, over there close to Percy Priest, I believe, WMA. So this was public hunting land right here. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, don't give up on public hunting lands. We have seen some mighty fine deer this year coming off of public hunting land. So if you got any around you, don't give it up, and please don't say you have no place to hunt, because there's deer all over the place here in Middle Tennessee. So no excuses. Go over there and have yourself a good time. Do a little scouting, and you'll be able to get you one. All right. We want to thank everyone. You send your pictures to us here at Southern Woods and Waters, 474 James Robinson Parkway, Nashville, Tennessee, 37219, or simply email them to me at hugh@southernwoodsandwaters.com, or do it by Facebook, and we'll get it on the show just as quickly as possible. I am going to tell you who that little girl was here in the next segment when I get to my phone, because all of her information is on my phone. And I guess I neglected to send it to Miss Courtney over there, but I will tell who this little girl is. My guest tonight, AJ Williams. And AJ, you've got some of the best things out there because it's important how we transport our firearms or bows or something like that, because anything that really hits, or if they fall, or they can knock your scope off, they can knock your fiber optics. If you've got a bow, it can bend them. And then you're just totally done until you go out there and redo.
That's the number one thing we do, is we try to hold every gun and every bow in the position that you want it.
That's right.
And we want to be safe with it, because that's what keeps us all safe and being able to hunt. And our guns and bow racks are designed just to do that. That's what they started out doing. When I started building gun racks, I was tying my bow down the back of my four-wheeler and not knowing if my sights were set when I got to where I was going to hunt.
That's a lot of vibration.
Had to be in a case, and you had to tie it down.
Yeah.
Well, I made a bow rack, and then I made a gun rack, and I combined the two. So now they're a gun and bow rack. And if you want to put a gun in them, you just take the insert out, put your gun in them. If you want to put a bow in them, you put your insert in, you hold it by the limbs.
Yeah.
If you want to hold it by the riser, you just take your insert out, pull the gun rack apart, stick it down in there, and it's there.
Well, I want to show some things. Now, let's start off. Let's just talk about what more people use than anything is just an ATV. Just a simple four-wheeler ATV that might have just a front flat rack. Let me hold them for you there,
That right
AJ.
there is the basic gun rack right there.
That's what we're talking about. This is your basic gun rack. This will fit on most of your ATVs.
It'll fit on any ATV out there. Every ATV's got a set of handlebars on it, and they'll
That's
go on the handlebars.
That goes on handlebars.
If you want to put them on the front rack or the rear rack, it has an insert in the clamps that you can put it on the, the racks are smaller on the front. and back.
Right.
So you put an insert in there, you clamp it right on the front or back. A lot of people like them on the handlebars because if they kill a deer, like these kids did,
Yeah.
they want to be able to transport it out.
Well, you got a place for your day pack and then your deer in the back, and everything's got a
Exactly.
spot.
And that's the way it goes. And if you'll let me borrow that just a minute,
Yeah.
I'll show you something on these gun racks. What makes our gun racks unique above everybody else's is the fact that all the straps and all the hardware comes with it.
Right.
But if you take that gun rack, I'm sorry,
That's all right. You're all right.
just take your insert out, and if you got an AR-15 or a side-by-side shotgun, you want to put it in there, just pull it out.
Just pull it out.
And see, it'll hold guns or bows. And if you want to put your 22 in there, just push it back in. It
didn't
never
go
comes
anywhere.
off. I mean, once you put that pressure on there, see the way it's designed is it's got a knot right here on the front
Yeah.
of it. So when it pushes down past there, just like push your hand in there,
It
when it goes
pinches.
down past there, it pinches right in there and it holds the gun down instead of pushing it out.
That is amazing.
You can pull that apart, push it together.
You can
It's
pull-
got a lifetime warranty on it. If it ever
need
breaks or
help
ever tears
pulling.
up.
But that is neat. And then any size gun you got.
And then if you want to put your gun in there, it's got a ball pivot on it. What you do is just screw it right in there. We got round mounts, square mounts. You can put it on golf carts. You can put it on anything out there. And what it does, it pivots 360 degrees. It means 10 to 15 degrees in any direction. Lock that nut down right there and set that on your handlebars and you got it ready to go.
It's ready to go.
If you wanted to put it on your front rack or your rear rack, just put your insert in there and lock it down, and it's ready to go again.
That is great.
So that's the basic set. Every gun rack we make, all of our floor mounts, all of our overheads, everything starts with this basic gun rack.
That's right.
And this is what
It's
sets
hard
ours.
to improve perfection.
It's hard, yeah.
It really is.
And this is what sets ours apart from anybody else's. It's all steel.
Yeah.
And it don't make any difference how long you have it. I had a little boy in Alaska come up to me one time when I was out there, and he's standing there waiting on me to get through talking to somebody else, and I just looked at him. He had his gun rack in his hand. He had a 2900. It's a double front rack right there.
Uh-huh.
He had one of these. This goes right on the front of your handlebars. It carries 2 guns or 2 bows.
I like that.
And he was standing there with that thing, and it was in 2 or 3 pieces. And it was dirty and muddy, and I looked at him. He said, "I broke my gun rack." I said, "Well, son, I can replace your gun rack. I can't replace you if you go rolling down that mountain out
That's
there.
right.
You be careful out there. I had in a brand new gun rack, and you thought I'd give him $1 million.
To him, you did.
So we did. We took care of him, and he really enjoyed that. And so when you take those inserts out, you can put your gun rack right in there.
That's amazing. Now, they're good for, all right, we're covering ATVs. You got a gun rack for every ATV out there. It does not matter. If it's got a set of handlebars, you got a rack
If
for it.
it's got a set of handlebars, we can put a gun rack on it.
Okay. Side by sides are a little bit different. Got a steering wheel, but I've seen you've got systems that will mount on the front, right in front of the steering wheel, just
Right.
like an ATV.
That's the 3500. It is.
This is a floor mount.
It's behind you. It's right
right.
behind you, right there.
Is it this one?
Yeah, that one right there.
I'm hung.
I didn't say they were light.
I'm hung. Okay.
Now this 3500, we
Oh,
put
I
we put the
see.
tubes in there to show you how you clamp it.
They
This
clamp
is just
on the
like you
roll bar.
sitting here looking out your windshield.
Yeah.
Normally we move these over to one side. You stand 2 guns up. You just take your bow insert out and leave it at home. You stand 2 guns up on the
Oh,
floor,
my
and then
goodness.
you lay your gun or bow right across the top.
Because this goes in the roll cage
It goes
part.
on the roll cage,
That is awesome.
and it'll hold anything out there. And this right here will turn and come straight up, and you can put if you got a extra long gun, you
Yeah.
can put the gun up there, or if you just want to turn it straight up and lay another gun side by side. Say you didn't want them standing up, you want them laying down. You just take this, turn it up, put your gun head right over here. You lay 2 guns side by side or 2 bows side by side.
All right. Joe, will you take this for me right quick? I got to do our product of the week. Thank you, Joe. Let's go do our product of the week. This week's product of the week is being sponsored by Caney Fork Outdoors. They are over here right on the Caney Fork River or in Donaldson Shopping Plaza. Go by and see Ryan over here in Donaldson. They are your one-stop shop for all your Christmas needs, ladies and gentlemen. If you got that fisher person in your family, but they don't want to be fishing on the bank all the time, kayaks are a great way to get them off the bank. Go by and check out Caney Fork Outdoors, Donaldson Shopping Center, or over there on the beautiful Caney Fork River. All right, I want to show you this product right here. Now, we got to talking about the UTVs, the side-by-sides. This is what I'm used to seeing in there. It mounts in the floor, stands up, can hold 2 guns standing up. A lot of guys are using this for go deer hunting. They're using their UTVs to go quail hunting. A lot of that's being used
Sporting
right now.
clays.
Sporting clays in your golf cart.
And the golf carts or UTVs.
Bad boy buggies, it doesn't
right.
matter. This all fits in those.
And this goes right in here. Your butt bar goes down here, and it will carry 2 guns or 2 bows.
That is awesome.
The only thing that hampers you from carrying bows on this is the distance you have between your dash and your seat.
In the seat, that's right.
Obviously, if you don't have enough room, you can't do it. But in a lot of golf carts, you can do that.
But it looks like you could raise this up.
See, this is adjustable. It's all
Yeah.
adjustable. This comes up, this butt bar comes up and down, and this gun rack comes up and down. And I'm going to tell you a little something about this right now. And I'm ashamed that we brought it up here like this.
Uh-oh.
Ever who put this together, put it together backwards. You flip this over and it goes back here and your butt bar, where your gun sits on your butt bar. I just thought I'd point that out because somebody that's sharp that's sitting out there and looking at that gun rack and he said, my gun butt won't sit on
Mine
that.
doesn't work like that.
But all you have to do is turn this over and it goes right back. But that's what makes this great, because if you make a mistake, just take your help off, turn it over.
Turn it over.
And if you don't want 4 on there, just take 2 off and put 2 on there. 2
That's
will
all
hold
you
your gun
gotta
just as
do.
good as 4-wheel.
Joe, make a note. All right, we got to do that. We got to take another break right quick. We'll be right back. We got a little music coming up for you, so a nice little treat. We'll be right back with more Southern Woods and Waters.